Power utility Eskom reports that this summer's unplanned outages averaged around 11,500 megawatts, indicating no expected load shedding. Now, in 2024, the utility achieved 9 months without load shedding. By January 13, 2025, it will have reached 292 days. Moreover, the recovery plan has improved operations, cutting unplanned outages by 8.1% and saving 16.20 billion rand on diesel compared to last year. However, despite recent successes, Eskom's 2025 outlook still warns of potential shortfalls, though no load shedding is anticipated at current unavailability levels. Energy expert Matthew Cruz provides additional insight.
Eskom has provided an outlook for load shedding over the summer of this year and have said that they anticipate no load shedding to be taking place as a result of their unplanned capacity loss being lower than what was previously anticipated. At present, it's currently projected to be 11,500 megawatts of power that's not going to be available during summer, and their scenario that they had planned for was 13,000 megawatts. So we have actually an improvement of 1,500 megawatts over their likely scenario that they had anticipated. So at the moment, Eskom is saying that they are anticipating no load shedding going forward over summer. Their current record that they're standing at is 292 days without load shedding, and Eskom has said that this is an achievement due to the generation recovery plan and also enhanced maintenance protocols. Providing my analysis, looking at the data, and unfortunately the devil is in the details on this one, my analysis is that it will depend on whether Eskom gets happiness from NERSA's price determination for the price of electricity in January. The reason why I say this is that looking at the energy availability factor, it's currently sitting below 60% for the last month and a half, where the targets where it's meant to be is 65%, and Eskom themselves have reported that their diesel firing of turbines is at a load factor of 20% this year so far, and that's 2.5 times more than last year when it was 8% over the same 10 days. And going through the history, I see that we were having load shedding of around stage 2, stage 1 during January last year. So when you take that into account and you look at the diesel firing that's been taking place, we can conclude that if we weren't firing our diesel turbines 2.5 times more this year, then we would have the same exact load shedding that we were having last year. So we are in fact firing diesel turbines to prevent load shedding at the moment. And one data point I can look to confirm this is that on Thursday last week, we fired our diesel turbine up to stage 3. So we mitigated 2,600 megawatts from the grid by firing diesel turbines, and the load factor on the diesel turbine firing was 67%, and NERSA said do not go above 6% to Eskom. So this then begs the question on whether Eskom will choose to implement load shedding by not firing diesel, and this will be determined by whether they are happy or not from what NERSA determines is their price increase. Where they've applied for a 36% increase, I anticipate it'll be around a 20% increase that is approved to Eskom, and then depending on Eskom's feelings on whether this is a just and fair approval for them, they will then determine whether they'll continue to fire the diesel turbines in order to keep the narrative alive that we have consecutive days without load shedding.